Hello, 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 hello. Hello. How is everyone doing today? It is a nice toasty. If you're wondering how things are going, they're going. I forgot to turn the overhead camera on. Damn it. I always forget to turn the overhead camera on before we go live. It's Friday. It's Friday. Some of you might have a day off today because I think tomorrow's Yankee Doodle Day and Wednesday with Canada Day, but a lot of people had today off, like my wife has today off, which is why we're on a normal time schedule. And if you're wondering how it's going, that's how it's going. That's how it's going right now. I literally have my air conditioner blasting my back with cool air, but it ain't doing much. We're supposed to get like a thunderstorm today that is hopefully gonna like clear out a lot of the humidity. The problem is it hasn't come yet, so it's just hot. It's just hot. It's just hot. Speaking of hot, I got like 42 degrees Celsius on the Core 1L last night with the printer not printing because I've had 3 printers printing over the past couple days out here. If you know what this is baby belt parts. Because tomorrow on stream, we're building the baby belt. We're starting the baby belt build. Wow, that support came off real clean. We're starting the baby belt build tomorrow on stream. So I have been printing parts for said baby belt. So hopefully, if all goes well, we should be able to start the build tomorrow of the baby belt 3D printer. We have the kit. If you want to know what's in the kit, on the channel member stream the other day, we went through and took a look at the baby belt kit and everything that comes with it. I should have put some support on that part. Oh, well, good enough. It's a screen holder. Who cares? You don't see it. But yeah, we got the baby belt build is going to start very soon. And by very soon, I mean tomorrow. So I've been printing parts for it. And if you're wondering, we're doing a purple and neon green. It's Ava 01 themed. It is not Joker themed. We're not doing a Joker themed build. Not the Joker, baby. So yeah. So all the parts in the bin. In the bin. I gotta get more parts. I should have been printing parts this morning. These parts finished last night. But truth be told, I didn't want to have printers dumping more heat into the garage as is before the stream started. So, how quickly does this support come off? Oh yeah. So the baby belt does have quite a few parts that do need to be printed with support. So we may have to do some faffing to try and get the support off because it decided to put support right up the middle of this. So that's gonna be fun to get out. Yeah. Oh no, this is not a small RC truck. Yeah, today is a MOG day or MOG day. MOG? MOG? Isn't he the guy from Mighty Car Mods? Yeah, no, today is a MOG day. Today is a MOG day. We're just getting the prints all cleaned up and there you go. Okay, so baby belt stuff. I can put this aside. I can continue printing baby belt stuff after the stream ends because I'm not going to print stuff during the stream because it's hot enough out here. It is hot enough out here. I like the jack stands. I like the jack stands too. I like the jack stands too. So I hope you all had for the Canadians, fellow Canadians, hope you all had a good Canada Day on Wednesday there. It was pretty fun. We had our channel member stream and then we went out and did fireworks. We went and saw some fireworks. There's a local fireworks show. So I went out, saw some fireworks. That was fun. Can't see anything because of the fireworks. But yeah, we went out, saw some fireworks. It was fun. They were fireworks. And then Wednesday, we couldn't do Costco on Wednesday because it was closed. So we did Costco on yesterday, which by the time I got home and everything, my wife had to leave for work. And yeah, I am MOG maxing. I can't do the face. I can't do the whatever that face is, the MOG, the looks maxing. I don't know. I have a healthy social life. I love my family. and I don't have body dysmorphia, so I don't get the looks maxing thing. I don't know. I think the whole thing is just a LARP anyways. It's a LARP. I have tinfoil hat theories about all this. Like the whole, I'm gonna put the tinfoil on. The whole looks maxing thing is just a ploy to get, you know, young men to hate themselves so that they vent their anger at people that like the PLTL group wants you to be angry at instead of, you know, the people we really should be angry at. So the whole looks maxing thing and like the incel movement is a psyop to try and get people believing that they're worse than they're you're better. You're better than that. Anyways, that's not what you're here for. You're here for this kind of stuff. You're here for 3D printing MOG. Not that MOG. We're not mogging with that. We're unimogging. So last stream, we did the frame. And if somebody wants to play the Spaceballs intro when the Mega Maid comes into frame, if you're wondering how big the frame is for the Unimog, it just keeps going and going and going and going and going, and there's the end. And I got the how's my can somebody find me? I need to get a how's my driving sticker for the back of this thing. I need to get a how's my driving sticker for the back of this. I need to do a like Hue Forge of a how's my driving sticker for the back. Anyways, so we got the frame built, and we started doing not the metal gears, but the nylon gear. So we started putting gears together. So we're just going to continue right on where we left off with the build, and we're just going to keep on trucking. Print a tag. Yeah, I kind of want to. I do want to how's my driving sticker for the bumper. I do want one of those. So yeah. So what are you? Well, you're dead now, little spider. So yeah, we're just gonna go right into the build. So before we dive in, a little bit of housekeeping. Hey, make sure you subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, subscribe. If you do want to help support the channel, the content I create, and the things that you consider becoming a channel member, Patreon supporter, or if you're really cool, gifting memberships to others. You help keep the show afloat, keep things going, keep the content rolling. And then also, it's Friday. Who wants to win a spool of polymaker filament? Every stream we do give away a spool of polymaker filament. Link in the video description. Enter for your chance while you're down there. If you do want to check out some of the other links, affiliate links, don't cost you anything extra, go a long way in supporting the channel. Polymaker still has their big summer sale on, 35% off polymaker filament. Use code Canuck, use the affiliate link below. You'll save a bunch of money, you'll get a bunch of good filament, and you'll help support the channel at the same time. Also, it is hot out there. Make sure you're well hydrated. Buy some gamer subs. Use code Canuck. Gamer subs is great folk. Good folks. We're drinking the last of my doggy style today. That is a little stronger than I normally make it. When it gets to like the end, instead of scooping it out, I just put water in the container, shake it up, and pour it all in. So that's a little more than the normal dosage, but it's good. It's good. It's good. I should put a QR code to Rick. Keep on trucking. So, name it Worf sung a MOG. I mean, while I enjoy Star Trek, I'm not that big of a Star Trek nerd. So yeah. So where did we leave off? We left off with this, I think. I think we were building the Tower of Power. And when we left off, I screwed up and got some screws stuck in something, I think. What page were we on? What page were we on? Oh yeah, it was like screwing... Which part was it? Was it this one? I think it was this one. Yeah, it was this. It was this. So this is where we screwed up. So at the end of the stream, I had 3 stuck screws. This part was crooked. I took the screws out. I got new screws. I put it together. I didn't need to reprint the part. So we're good there. We're good there. We can continue on where we left off, which was 48 here. And now we're on 49. Nice. So we shall continue I need to sink these screws a little bit more because this got to sit flush on that, I think. Unless there's one of these with clearance. There is not one of these with clearance. Okay, so are these all the same? I'm assuming these are all the same. Yeah, these look all the same. Okay, so I need to sink these screws a bit more. So what are you all up to? What's everyone up to today? I woke up this morning. I didn't do my walk. I woke up a little later than I normally do. So I didn't get a chance to do my my morning walk, but I did get the grass cut. And then I salted the earth, right? I got biblical on my patio this morning because we're supposed to be getting a bunch of rain over the next couple days. My neighbor works for a pool company. They do pools. So he gave me a bag of pool salt that I like ripped open because he knows I have like beside my house and my neighbor's house, there's like an area where the sun doesn't shine. So we've always had like weed issues between there because it's like grass doesn't really grow there. So I graveled it and it worked good. The problem is I live near farms. So every time they do the fields, they kick up a bunch of dust and, you know, dust, leaf debris, it builds up, it decomposes. Guess how dirt is made? So now I have a bunch of weeds on the side of my house. So, and 2 16s. So, what I have done is, my neighbor gives me a bunch of salt. Usually what I do is in the spring after winter, like it's done like being winter, I take what's left of the bag of salt that I usually buy over the winter and I pour it on the side of the house. So the plan is basically we're going biblical on it. And I figure if I put enough salt over there, eventually stuff will just stop growing. So he gives me bags of salt from work that I put there, and guess what? It works really good. So right now everything's all nice and dying. So I salted it again, and it's supposed to rain, so I put a bunch of salt on my stone patio to hopefully like get into where all the weeds are and everything. It works actually pretty good. You'd be surprised how much it works. Also, I did kind of goof. I was planning to try and find a 2mm drill bit so that I could drill out some of these clearance holes, but I couldn't find one. I know I have one, but I couldn't find one. So part of me kind of want to spend a minute to look out here. So I could have sworn I had one inside, but I don't know where it went. Because that's the annoying part, is I know I have small drill bits. I just don't know where they ended up going, which is really annoying. What are you? You're a deburring tool. I used to have like 2mm reamers too. I used to have like 2mm reamers. Let me take a look. Let's take a look. Let me see if I have itty bitty drill bits that I can use for this. Because it is getting a little annoying constantly drilling through clearance plastic essentially. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have it. I don't have it. Yeah, whatever. We'll just keep doing what we were doing before. We'll just keep doing what we were doing before. It's just a little annoying. Nope. Nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope. I don't even know where my drill index went. I had a nice little drill index. I had a bunch of different sizes for drill bits. And I don't know where it went. It annoys me. Nothing's more annoying than losing something you know you have, and then you can't find where you put it after. You're like, I had it. I had it a minute ago. How does it disappear in that time frame? And you're like, the mysteries of the universe are an enigma, and you just got to deal with it. Oh. The inner machinations of my 2mm, perfect. Now, will 2mm fit in my drill? The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma. Also, I think I finally am done angering my garbage people, because I've been getting rid of a whole bunch of scrap wood that when the garage used to have like a shelf and a bench and a bunch of stuff out here before I redid it. And when I scrapped it all, and it's all been sitting in a pile outside this door since then. So I've been using it for stuff. Like the woods was still good, but it's like I didn't need any more of it. I used up all the scrap that I needed. So I had like a bunch of rod and 2x4s and 2x6s and whatnot I had to get rid of. And it's like, how do I get rid of this? It's like, I don't want to rent a dumpster or something to get rid of it, or throw it all in my car because it's going to be filled with bugs and shit. So what I've been doing over the past like month is every time garbage day rolls around, I take a couple pieces of wood, I chop them up, and I just throw them in my garbage bin somewhere in the midpoint so that the garbage people just take it. And it's like, yeah, it works. It works. Esmail Boss 8066. I'm sure I butchered that, but thank you for becoming a channel member. Cheers and appreciated. What nylon? It's Polymid PA. I think they recommend PA 12, but this I think it was PA 06. But it's glass filled nylon. It's Polymaker glass filled nylon. I think it's PA 6 or 612. I can't remember. I literally used up all I had, and then I don't have any more, and then I threw the spool out. And I don't know what was in it still. Okay. So we've done that, and then we do the other side where we are looking for this little guy, which is this one? This one, yes. Then we need a bearing. There we go. Also, this has nothing, like, this is kind of weird. So I consider myself a tech YouTuber, right? A tech content creator, but obviously it's 3D printing, right? I'm not, you know, when it comes to like tech, like doing computer stuff, I don't really do that, right? But every now and then I kind of wish I did. So part of our trip this summer, at the end of this month, is we are visiting the town I was born in, right? Sydney, Nova Scotia. And we're going to spend like 2 nights there or whatever, because there's a bunch of little stuff we're going to hit up around there and whatnot. So we're kind of using it as like a waylay point. And for some, this might seem kind of cool. For others, who cares? The hotel I'm staying at is like 5 minutes up the road from 45 drives. Like literally the house my mom like grew up in looks over the industrial park where 45 drives is. Like it's like the old Sydney, it's the old Sydney steel foundry. So the Sydney tar ponds, for those familiar with the region, are like right there. So part of me is like, I don't really think, you know, I don't think I have the time for it, but it would be really cool to do a visit. But I don't think there'd be any overlap in audience. Like I couldn't come out and be like, I did a tour of 45 drives, and I don't think that would do good on my channel, because that's not the kind of content I do. Plus, I have no idea how to get in touch with them or anything. I don't have a contact with them or anything. Plus, I don't really have a server to put anything that they make in. So there's like, unless they come out with like a 3D printed kit for a server, I really don't think there's any way I can tie that in. But I might just drive by and take a picture outside, so those that know are like, oh, hey, that's cool. shit, I fucked this up. I gotta spin this because this looks like it's gotta be 90 degrees out to that. So, and I put them in the same way. 1 second, I gotta undo all this. Gotta fix this, gotta fix this. Do they make mini racks? Like, also, I do not have the budget to redo my server. My server, my home Unraid server, there's a fly in here, is literally like an old 15-year-old computer chassis case with like an AM4 Ryzen with a 3100 in it and like a bunch of 4 terabyte hard drives that I bought like 3 years ago. I do not have a server rack, nor do I have the equipment to populate a server rack, nor do I have the budget or the ability to justify the expense of a server rack. So, yeah. There we go. They are cheap, but they are not non-pro cheap. Yeah. 45 drives HLH. So the thing is, like, I don't really need to upgrade my setup. Oh, that's cool. That'd be kind of cool. It's a home lab server. That's really cool. Neat. Index was going on sale on today. I believe the original plan was it was going on sale, and then the site got completely overwhelmed and crashed. So, I think what they're doing is they're going to try and do it again in the near future after like upgrading their server or something. So that way, because they don't want like, you know, they don't want to screw people over who aren't able to get in. So I think they're postponing it. But yes, the original like day that it's supposed to go was today. But I think their server got immediately overwhelmed. So they're like, yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, to be fair, I know it sucks. I mean, I'm waiting on one too, guys. I'm waiting on one too. But, you know, it'd be nice if it was a fair way that everyone can order one instead of like, you know, people get unable to order because the site goes down and yada yada. So. And Bontech, they had an increased resource set for this more than the previous time, but yeah. So the last time they did this, their servers crashed. So they're like, let's get more resources so this doesn't happen. And then it happened again. You guys really want Index. Y'all really want Index. Can somebody... Okay, 1 second. Okay, so can somebody do a Photoshop for me? I'm putting out a request here. Can somebody do a Photoshop of the DJ Khaled Suffering from Success album, but Photoshop in Martin's face instead? Martin's the CEO of Bontech, for those that don't know. Can somebody, can I do a quick little meme request? Can somebody do that Photoshop for me? Traffic was high all day. Yeah. And for those that somebody was asking who 45 drives are, they make basically like storage servers. Well, actually, it's like they make chassis for servers for storage purposes. So like if you watch Linus Media Group content, you probably know of the Storinator and shit like that. No, it's gonna be an AI image. Yeah, probably. That's the worst part. That's why I said Photoshop. But I'll take what I can get for a funny meme. Okay. Oh no! Did I accidentally close it? Shit, I accidentally closed it. History, recently closed, tabs, MOG assembly guide. Shit, I accidentally closed it. There we go. Okay, so we put that on now. So now that is because we have to have that, and then that is like they're not on the same plane. Okay, so it should look something like that. So we got the little A there by my thumb. And we have the gears going the right way. Yep, that looks good. That looks perfectly tubular. Okay, so now we got to put it in the output shaft. Okay. Now the fun part. Which parts are these? So I have a lot of gear body parts, and I don't know which ones go where. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure I printed all of these in this one. Okay, I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. Okay. Pretty sure I printed all these in black pet cheese. So that, if I did this right, this should drop right into here. Ooh, wiki, 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 wiki. We have a little bit of rubbish. I do a little bit of cleaning up. Where's me knife? Diamond file to the rescue. Okay. So that says A is that one, and that goes there. Okay. That goes there. And that one goes there. Ooh. We are gearboxing it up, boys. We're gearing it up. Apply grease. Okay. So this kit comes with a bunch of grease, and I think I'm going to use the grease that comes with the kit. I don't think white lithium grease is something I got to worry about. I don't think white lithium grease should contaminate it. But the kit comes with a bunch of grease, so I'm just going to use the grease that comes with the kit because it comes with the kit. Apply a lot of grease. Yeah, it's a gearbox. You don't want your gears getting dry, especially considering you're never going to see this again, right? Like... I need a napkin. stab myself. There we go. So I used a whole packet of grease in that. There we go. There we go. Sufficiently lubricated. Now we put a cover on it. What does that cover look like? This it? This is it. There is, I gotta clean it up. There's a bit of is there a flathead for this? Some support material that's not exactly coming out the way I want it to come out. Don't know how much clearance we need. Clearance. Because you also don't want loose plastic kind of floating around in there, because if you have loose plastic floating around, it can jam up your gearbox, right? There we go. Is it rubbing on some stuff? It is kind of rubbing in a couple areas. I think we're good. I think we're good. Should not have been wearing my tie-dye ugly shirt today. Might get some grease on it. If only I had some sort of covering thing that would protect me from the grease. Anyways, that's good. Okay. M216, or yeah. You're gonna miss me. Where am I going? Yeah, that's the length of the frame. It's 1 meter long. I mean, the fact that we're building an entire it's a 6x6 full drivetrain we're building with like all the gearing and everything. Like, so what I'm doing is I'm using the electric drill to get it kind of close, and then I'm doing the final snug up. by hand because I don't want to strip the threads. So that would be bad. There we go. What I kind of want to do is once I get this all built is hook it up to a drill and just run it for a while to let it like break itself in, if that makes sense. But it's moving pretty freely, but I can feel there is like a little bit of, you know, stiction kind of thing going on. Install the shafts. Okay, so this just kind of goes like that. Okay. See, 1, 2, 3 block, super handy. Instead of it sitting like this and constantly falling over, 1, 2, 3 block is your friend. And then this one goes here. Okay. Grease that all up. I think this all is white lithium, so I probably could just use my normal white lithium grease. But the kit comes with grease, so I might as well use it. Right? Right. Some fluoride toothpaste. Yeah, and then we have another top piece, which I believe is this one. Yeah. Oop, what was it? Oh no, I got support stuck. I have a little itty bit of, you can see, freaking support went up the middle. I might have to, I think they're just clearance. No, I think those are actually like holes meant for shit. I don't know if I can punch it out. 'Cause I don't, dang it, this sucks. Because I think they're, Shit. I don't know if the hole is meant to be coming in for like mounting the next part, or you're supposed to drill up through it. Let's... Okay, that goes through there. That's the other side. Because it's this hole right here. Yeah, so see, it's stuff coming down from the top. So shit. I'm gonna need a smaller screw hole. I need a small drill for that. Shoot. I don't have that. I mean, maybe I can just kind of get it started. Nomad! Cheers for the 5, buddy. Becoming a trucker. Yeah. I'm building my big rig so I can do trucker stuff. I don't think I can get that out. Don't break it. I know. This is annoying. Yeah, that's annoying. This is why you gotta be careful when you use auto support, that you don't end up putting a support in something you didn't need to put a support in. Otherwise, you're gonna end up in a stupid position like this right now where I'm at. Trying to find a stupid itty bitty drill. You know what? I think we'll just kind of... Oh, you know what? End mill. Itty bitty end mill. Good enough. Good enough. Good enough. Hopefully the screw can make the rest of that hole. Okay, so back to this. That and that orientation. Always try to match up orientations when you put stuff together. It's just easier. And then that kind of just... So I'm assuming I have to have these gears kind of lined up. That matches that. That kind of goes like that. Okay. M2 16s. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello, John. Hello, John. Hello, John. It's all the miracle of cloning. Then we flip it over, and then we got 3 M316s. That hurt? What hurt? Oh! Ouch, John, that hurt. All right, it's all the miracle of cloning. Somehow I got the whole scene in my head backwards. Well, going back to that, if anyone works at 45 Drives or has a contact at 45 Drives, and you don't mind a random 3D printing YouTuber showing up at your Nova Scotia location on a afternoon in the second last week of July, let me know. I'm down to visit. I would love to visit because I just love nerding out about how stuff's made. Dude, I got the little guy watching how it's made. Love that shit. Okay, and then we have the gearbox cross top bar thingy, which is this guy. And those are M210s. Is there a left or right to this? No. The meme has been... Where'd you put it? That kind of looks like Martin. That kind of looks like Martin. I get it. That's just funny. That's just funny. A poor server. See, you could tell Bondtech isn't a computer company. They're a 3D printer company. So there we go. More gears. More gears. All the gears. Okay, so clean out all this stupid schmoo. Probably should do this first. It is warm. It is warm. Okay. Kind of want to actually, if you want to make sure your bearings fit properly, just have one bearing on its own. And let's let you know if they're sitting right. Just double check. Yeah, they're sitting well. that works. You go there. You go there. Probably grease them all up next. Yep. Wife's gonna go through the garage and be like, what are all these little silver packets? Are you doing drugs? No, honey, they're just grease. Luckily, Pet G is pretty, it doesn't really react. Like, Pet G is a pretty inert plastic, so you shouldn't have to worry too much. About it, like, degrading or anything from all this. There we go. Miniature sandblasting. That would be nice. That would have come in handy. I bought a bunch of new for my Fitbit. I bought a bunch of new straps, and one of them came in black, and the clasp was like painted black. Like they're $12 for 3 of them on Amazon. They're not high quality ones. But like within like a week, it had already starting to like fade, and like you could tell the paint was wearing off already. And the other two that I had that are like green and blue, they're already silver. So I just took like a very light sandpaper, and I'm like, it's all coming off. So at least, you know, just take it off preemptively kind of thing. So a little sandblaster would have been handy. Like, no joke, that's like one of the reasons I miss working at the shop, was just being able to, like, on my own time on like a Sunday or whatever, just go in and just use the equipment if nobody was using it. Like, you know how nice it is just going into like, oh, I need to, you know, throw something on a lathe. Or when I did my barbecue, when I did my deck, I ran a natural gas line out to where the barbecue is. So I don't need to worry about propane or anything because it runs on natural gas. So to run the propane line, I used hard conduit. I used, you know, black piping, right? So that all had to be cut, tapped, and threaded. Well, I did that all at work. So I would just like, I got all the measurements, I cut all the pipes, I went to work one day, I cut all the pipes up, I tapped them all on and threaded them all on the equipment we had at work. That made it nice and easy because we had a proper like threading machine for pipes and all that. And there were cases where like I sandblasted some stuff when I used to do the pew pew stuff. It's just really nice to have. Really nice to have. I wonder if they were smart enough to put grease ports in this. Do you think they put grease ports in this? Yep, so that all moves, okay. I don't know what this guy spins. Oh, this comes up, spins this, which spins the one below, which spins that one. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how it works. So it's like, this one spins that one, which also spins this one, which comes in, spins this one, and this one spinning spins this one below it, because now that doesn't move, yeah. So this one spins the one below, which spins this one, which will output through here. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I'm assuming for the car peoples in the chat, I'm assuming this is a heck of a lot simpler than a normal car transmission. Somebody in chat, oh, actually, no, this is exactly how a car transmission is. In fact, this is actually more complicated. Very simplified, I bet. Try not to get your fingers pinched in this too while you tighten these up. So if this goes well, when I turn this one, this in here should turn. Yep. It's a little on the chunky side, but it's moving freely. M316 reinforcing screw. And then 316 at the bottom. Prius gearbox. Don't most like hybrids have super simple gearboxes because it uses like the electric motor to do most of that stuff? Like I heard that's one of like the advantages of some hybrids. The transmissions last quite long because essentially the electric motor does that kind of work or something. I don't know if I really looked into it. Okay. Oh shit, we're mounting the motor. Okay, we need a motor mount. So here is, I'm assuming, the gearbox. That's cool. Alright, so here's that plate. Okay. And I need the motor, I guess. Shit. Sounds notchy with the top case not so tight. Does it smooth out? Yeah, it does feel like, what I think is there might be like little bits of support material that are just kind of like rubbing. Because it does, as you spin it, it does like kind of loosen up. What I kind of want to do is somehow get it hooked up to a drill and just run it for a while to like, kind of like let the burrs kind of wear off and let it break in kind of thing. So, quick little cleanup. Get rid of all this grease. Remember, do as I say, not as I do. Okay. So, we mount the motor to the thingy. This is a pet G part. Ooh. So if you want to know the motor, here's the motor. The Hobby Wing Fusion SC brushless system for crawler, 2-in-1. 40 amp, 1200 kilovolt, suitable for 110 rock crawler. This is what drives the entire thing. It's one motor. Oh. So we've got a on-off switch. I think that's a fuse. Battery. I mean, I probably could plug it into something. Just to make sure it works, but okay. So, wires up towards the top. And then this mounts to this. M310s. M3? They do exist. Exactly 4 M310s. Won't be fast, but it'll be torquey. Oh yeah, this is not meant to be fast. It's a crawler. If you are drifting your Unimog, I mean, you're probably having a great time, let's be honest, but it's not what it's meant. Like here, let me see if I can find the video Jason shared with me about this. Actually, did Jason share it with me? I don't think he shared it with me. No. Does anyone have a link to the video of the Unimog from LDO driving around with like a bunch of weight in the back of it? Somebody, I think Jason, I don't know if Jason shared it on socials or on a Discord or I can't remember where. Go. Gear reinforcing screws. So it's knurled on the outside, which is this one. Okay, M220s. Think that thing will be able to drive you around? Maybe it could pull me. It should be able to drive my son around. I think you can put like 60 pounds on it. I've seen people with like, somebody say you can put like 60 pounds on it. And it's like, bam. So we're putting some reinforcement screws in right now. So the trick is when you're putting in these super long screws, use a little bit of grease, right? So that they go in a little bit smoother. But also, the screws generate a lot of heat because of the friction. So put them in almost all the way. Let them cool for a second and then finish them by hand. That way you don't you're not melting the plastic, overdoing the screw and blah, blah, blah. You know, you'll have a bad time if you do that. And they're just reinforcing screws. So you just do them until they're snug and then you're good. And then we have this flange. Where is the flange? Is the flange in the kit? Nope, no flange in the kit. Is the phalange? Where is the phalange? Oh, it's in the box with the motors. In a bag and a box with the motors. M3/8. Make sure it's well centered. Okie dokie. M3/8. M2/8. M3/8. Provide a programming card with the motor. I don't know. I'm not throwing anything out yet. There is a manual in here. Careful to set screw strip easy. Yep. So it is a little after 3, so this is your reminder. Don't forget, at the end of stream, we are giving away a spool of polymaker filament. So if you haven't entered yet for your chance to win some polymaker filament, link in the video description, enter for your chance. While you're down there, if you do want to help support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do, consider becoming a channel member, a Patreon supporter, or if you are really cool, gifting memberships to others. If you are a channel member, you do get videos early, extra channels in the Discord, members only streams, and the smug satisfaction of not having a gray name in YouTube chat. You don't want to be a gray name, do you? So again, you're screwing into plastic, so just be careful you don't over torque your screws. You don't want to rip out the threads, because if you rip out the threads, you're reprinting your part. Nobody wants to do that. Install the pinion. So, does it just slide in all the way? Okay, so let me grab one of these. Okay. Where to put those? Yeah. Okay, so we got the set screw. Oh. Wait. Oh, that feels so good. It's like I got one of those little NASA cool suits. Right? Oh, I need to duct. I'm gonna make a NASA cool suit. I'm gonna get like a pair of overalls and just put ducting that goes right from the air conditioner right into my back. Oh, this. I don't want to move. I don't want to move. I don't want to move. This feels so good. Okay, back to work. Back to work. Little bit of blue Loctite, a little bit dabble do ya. Dabble do ya. Just enough to make sure we don't lose this. Oh, the arm is mostly back to normal. We're really hoping it was, I've talked to the physio guy, and he's like, you might have lucked out and it might be a misdiagnose. Because the fact that, like, I'm pretty much back to full range with both arms now. Like, it still feels a little more stressful on the right shoulder, but I've got the range of motion back under power. So, yeah. Oh, it says use an M3 screw. Okay. That's actually clever. Use an M3-4. Does it come with an M3-4? Do we have an M3-4? We do. That's actually clever. That's actually a really clever way of doing it. Instead of using a set screw, use a regular screw, because it's low speed, right? So it's not like these motors are going to be spinning crazy fast where you got to worry about balancing. So use an M3-4. You can put a little bit more torquey torque on the screw when tightening it. Again, just be careful you don't, don't want to rip the threads out of the metal, because you can do that. You'd be surprised how easy you can strip threads out of metal. Okay. So oh, you just put it on all the way. I'm assuming you put it in until it bottoms out. I'm assuming that's how it works. You just put it on until it bottoms out. Because that is bottom out there, yeah. So that's on the flat. That is on the flat. Okay. There we go. Okay. So there we go. So now we have set screw applied and it's on the motor. There we go. So yeah, if you don't have, for what you do in 3D printing, blue Loctite is plenty good. If you ever need to get it out, you can get it out by force, or if it's like kind of stuck, heat it a bit. You don't want to be having a bad day and have to... The other screw? Is there another one? I only have one screw on this shank. There's only one set screw on this. So hopefully one is enough. It's only drilled and tapped for one, because it says gearbox. The other screw, yeah, there's only one. Okay. I'm assuming some flanges have two. Okay, M26, reinforcing screws, okay. What do I have against grays? He's a joke. Also, the gray design for aliens is way overdone. Get more creative with your aliens, folks. Is it just me, or did like Steven Spielberg's new like alien movie that he came out with like completely fizzle out? Like I heard, oh, Steven Spielberg's coming out with a new alien movie, yada yada yada, and then like just kind of nothing. Emergence Day or Disclosure Day or whatever it was called. It really feels like it just kind of yada yada'd out. Yes, I put it on the flat. Yeah, it is on the flat. Okay. Oh, and then we put a bearing on the end. There we go. Bearing on the end. That's nice that it's supported on both ends. So that should apply a lot of grease. I can do that. You're telling me to grease it up? I can grease it up. Grease me up, woman. There we go. And then that goes into there. Don't forget this bearing. Yeah. So it is nice that it is supported on both ends. It is nice that the drive shaft is supported on both ends. So. Oh, there we go. Okay. And that is M212s from the back. Watching Obsession. I haven't seen Obsession yet. I'm still waiting on Backrooms to go on digital so I can watch it. I watched all the Kane Parsons YouTube channel shorts about it, and I freaking love. I spent a night where I basically watched all the Backrooms shorts that he made, and then I watched all of like all the videos Windigoon did breaking it down, and then like I really want to watch that movie now. Should have gone to see it in theaters. My wife had no desire to see it, so I didn't see it in theaters. Go. Place the gearbox. Do I have more gears that go in from the front too? Are we mounting the gearbox in the frickin' thing? We are. Shit. Okay, let me make some room here. Because this guy's big. Why do they feel there should be motors coming in from the front too? I can't move it anymore. Uh-oh. Oh. If I plug in this to the battery, will it just spin? If I plug this into the battery, will it just spin? Like if I just plug this into the battery, will it just like, I've got a brushless, I got that, and then I have this power switch. So will it just spin if I plug this in? I want to kind of plug it in to make sure it works. Should probably put in the frame first. Should probably put in the frame. Needs input from a transmitter. I mean, I can easily rig that up. I have a transmitter somewhere. Not with brushless. Okay. Well, in that case, let's put it together. What do I need for this? M220s, M220s. 220s. Put all my grease packets away. Yeah. So this goes right here. Oh, I got this upside down. There we go. Wait, does that seem right? Oh, that goes there. Okay, I see how it goes. Okay, so this goes here. Wait, no, that's the wrong one. Wrong screw hole. This guy. Damn it. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And two there. Hey. Hey. What's going on? Yeah, great weekend. Yep, for my Americans in the audience, I mean, I'll see you tomorrow night. Because let's be honest, I know y'all ain't doing anything tomorrow night. What's tomorrow night? What's so exciting about tomorrow night? We're building a baby belt. You don't want to miss that out for what? The chance of losing some digits? Just think, some people are going to wake up tomorrow morning and it's going to be the last day of their life that they have all their fingers. Okay, so now we go through, finger tighten everything. we go. And I'm assuming we do the same on the other side, yeah. Just bought the files. What plastic would you recommend? Print in whatever they recommend in. I do believe they actually recommend you print the whole thing in like a high temp PLA. There are some parts I do believe that they recommend printing in higher temp, but like for me, this is entirely a mixture of. So if you want to know what I've printed the parts in, all the gears are carbon or glass filled nylon. The frame itself. And a lot of other parts are for like the chassis are CF ASA, polymaker CF ASA. I have like one of those big 3 kilogram spools that I've been printing from. It's been working really great. If you want to get some, link in the description. Use polymaker code Canuck, use the affiliate link. You'll save 35% on your order if you want to get some filament. And then stuff like these gearbox housings and whatnot, and the actual main body panels are PET G. I figured because they're kind of thinner, I wanted the extra layer adhesion from PET G. Plus PET G is a bit more temperature stable. I didn't want this like melting. I didn't want to go through the whole hassle of building this. I know the high temp PLAs are much better than like the normal PLAs, but still, it's like I don't want to go through the whole hassle of building this for getting in my car on a hot day and have it melt. So, oh my God, what the frick are we looking at now? This is like, this is like build the rest of the owl type thing right here. Okay, okay, are you ready? And build the rest of the Unimog. Okay. Draw the rest, yeah. So if you're wondering where we're at right now, we are at frame, engine, and the transmission. Because I'm assuming how this works is this. I don't know why are there 2 drive shafts? Because one of these got to go to the front to drive the front motors. One of these got to go to the back to drive the rear motors. And then why is there another one? I mean, I'm sure we could figure it out here. Like, look at this. Okay, well, let's just get to it. Let's just get to it. We're just gonna get it on. 6-wheel drive. It is 6-wheel drive with rear steering. And it's all 3D printed. 2 sets of wheels. Oh, I thought it would drive like the first set of wheels and then the second set of wheels would also have a drive. But yeah, I guess there are 2 drive shafts going to the back. If you want an update where we're at, as of right now, so as of right now, this weighs a total of, so just the frame, the motor, and the main gearbox. So we're currently at just under a kilogram, 0.94 kilograms of weight right now. So. Okay. Put an FPV setup. It would be kind of cool to put an FPV setup in here. I do want to set it up as like a doof wagon. So have it do something after we build it. So we're building it stock with the intention we'll put stuff on it after. Okay. So any generic grease for mechanical application, pay attention when using PTFE grease. Some countries have already started banning it. Well, not in Canada. I love, dude. So normally we go to Costco every about 2 years. We buy the set of Tefal non-stick pans for the kitchen. Like I have a stainless steel pan, I have a cast iron pan, I have the fancy stuff if I want to get fancy. But when I'm making like my morning bacon and eggs, I don't want to mess around, so I just use like a shitty Tefal. And those things, they have a shelf life, right? They have like, you know, the coating on it. It'll last only so long. The pans are cheap, so they start warping. So every like 2 years, we go buy the new set. It's like 30 bucks. So this year, it's not PTFE, it's ceramic. I'm digging the ceramic. I'm just gonna say it. I'm digging the ceramic. That shit is a slip and slide. It works so good. All right, so that. So we just go right into building. Okay, so I'm assuming these are all the same parts still. So we have this guy with 3 holes. Okay, this goes through here. Filament dryer finished. Okay, so we got bearing on there, and then that just kind of trying to keep it going in straight. Nope. Nope. There we go. Nope. Dang it. Doesn't want to go in straight. There we go. Make sure, I just want to make sure it's sitting flat. There we go. Now it's sitting flat. There we go. There we go. Okay. Hey Steve, how you doing? Are you building a No, you're building, I can't remember what you're building. You're not building a Unimog though. You're building something different. And then we gotta fill this with grease. Right? It's like fill it with grease. Yeah, fill it with grease. There we go. There's that one. Now this one, same thing. Designer, you're doing the Impressa. Okay. That's right. Yeah, the thing is, there's a lot to this. There is a lot to this. Okay. And then that goes, same thing, goes into this guy. There we go. All the grease. All the grease. All my retirement grease. Need a mini press? I know, an arbor press would be really nice right now. Having a little arbor press would be nice. Yeah. I kind of want to, now that I've kind of realized that I'm taking over the entire garage, like the original, when I set up this studio out here, the original plan was I would only use half the garage. So that's why I put the shelves here to divide the front half of the garage to the rear half, because I figured, oh, the front half I would still use for like storing my lawnmower and shit. The problem is I've kind of taken that over. The Venture XL is over there and the paint booth and all that's over there. So it's kind of like, part of me wants to redo the setup of the garage again to take advantage of the whole garage and redo the studio setup to be a little bit more practical based on my current needs. Because I'm not using as many printers as I planned this out for originally, kind of thing. So I don't know, I might move some stuff around, we'll see. Probably not during the, it might be like a fall thing. It might be like in the fall we'll do it kind of thing. But right now, I'm kind of not in a rush, but it's something we might do. How's the shed? The shed is filled with everything that used to be in the front of the garage. So my lawnmower, my weed whacker, a couple other things that used to be in the front of the garage is now in the shed. Problem is, in the summer, I still have the bikes in here. So the bikes are taking up the front because putting the bikes in the shed's annoying, especially with, like, some of them are battery powered. So it's kind of annoying having the bikes be in the shed in the backyard versus just, you know, have them in the garage here. So yeah, shed for the lawnmower. Yeah, just an 8x8 shed. Different ideas. Yeah, we might do that on Twitch one day. We might do like a little fun Twitch stream where we kind of like figure out the layout and whatever. Because I don't want to repaint anything. I'm fine with the dark walls and everything. I kind of like, the thing is, like, I have all this workbench space here that I don't use. So it's like, I don't know. I got to do like a big mass clean out of the garage, and then redo that. Okay, so the differential. This thing has a freaking differential in it, guys. Don't panic if the holes are feel too big. It is by design. Okay. So we put the bearings in, and then we screw that in. Okay, so we put the bearings in these. Okay. Don't worry if the holes don't feel too big. It's by design. Okay. I mean, I guess it's nice to have a little bit of float. I'm 3/8 sometimes. So when you have some misalignment, it's not a big deal. VRC excavator between printing and building. I haven't been keeping track. I haven't printed anything for this actually in about over a week. The plan is kind of to build this as far as we can and then stop building and then print a bunch of parts and then go back to building. Because I don't want to have everything printed and start losing stuff. I want to kind of print as I go. Okay, yeah, this feels very loose. It's by design. Okay, well, if it's supposed to be by design. Like, they literally are just kind of floating in there. I'm assuming this sits in something. Because you shouldn't be able to put something in like that. Okay, so we have that. So let's just kind of see what's next. That goes into there. Okay, so that's why. And the screws just kind of... So we made some planetary gears. And then we screw in the top cap, M220s. Okay. Oh man, I am so hungry. I kind of cheated on my diet last night. My wife went out with some friends after work and brought home some chicken wings. So I broke my diet last night. I had chicken wings at midnight. I feel bad. I feel bad. Oh well. Does this have to go on a certain way? Okay, I guess that just kind of goes like that. Yeah. Well, the plan was to try and get to 175 before I went on the vacation. And that was just based off how good the first month of the diet went. But now it's like, I don't think I can lose 5 pounds in a week. Because right now I'm like sitting at 180. And it's like, I've got 2 weeks before the trip. 2 weeks from today, we're leaving. So, it's kind of like, can I lose another 5 pounds in 2 weeks? Because it's like, you lose so much weight that first couple weeks, or that first month, especially the first couple weeks. And then it's like a couple pounds here and there kind of thing then. So, here's hoping. But we'll see. Feels like it's 112. Right now in my garage, according to my temperature thermometer, it is 33.9 degrees Celsius. In the garage right now, it is 33.9 degrees Celsius. Low humidity though, because the air conditioner is sucking all the humidity out of the air. So I'm gonna do a little. Wait. Oh, there we go. Do a superhero pose while my shirt fills up with air conditioning. Like it's blowing cold air, but the room is heating up overall because it's not the right kind of air conditioning. Oh hey, the gears work, so we're good there. Planetary gears. I made planetary gears, folks. I feel like there should be some reinforcement screws going through this, but I guess not. Okay. Diff assembly. It's this guy. Okay. M210. The last 4 screws. Did I go around and tighten those last 4 screws? I'm pretty sure I did. It's this side, right? I did not. Thank you for reminding me. I mean, there are like screwdriver tight, but not like finger tight. It's so awkward doing stuff with your left hand. There we go. Thank you for reminding me about that. Are these just, yeah, these are just reinforcement screws, I think. You had a thunderstorm last night that knocked out all the power. Oh, geez, that sucks. Spent the night sleeping in 30C without AC or fan. Oof. Do you have a basement you could sleep in? Oh, okay. Oh, we got to do 2 of these. So there's one. There's the other. Portland oregano. Yeah, it's like every now and then somebody's like, you know, the West Coast is the best coast, and I get it. I get it. It's like, you know, what was it, 2024 when I went to Open Sauce? It was in what, June? And it was like, it's like, good thing I brought a sweater. Like, I had to bring a sweater because it was like, it was windy and chilly. Like, the first day I was there, it was like a high of 65 Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius, but. What was it? The last time we went to Nova Scotia was 9 years ago. And we were there for Canada Day in Halifax. And it was like I had to wear a jacket. Because it's, you know, Nova Scotia, it's the Labrador Current off the coast. So it's like that cold Arctic water coming down. Like, how's the water off the coast of Nova Scotia? I don't know. Ask the people on the Titanic. They'll tell you. Oh, wait. So if you want to know how Nova Scotia water is. Cheers, Chevron. Use Fahrenheit for weather? We don't. I use, it depends. So Canada is officially a metric country. So roads are in kilometers an hour, temperatures in the news is in Celsius. But because we're so close to the States, most of us kind of work off both. Like, for example, like I live, near Windsor, okay, which is right across from Detroit. So as a kid growing up, we watched a lot of American TV because we had bunny ears, right? And also a lot of American shows. So we got the news we watched the Detroit news, and that's in Fahrenheit. So like a lot of us kind of work in both. I've kind of moved to Celsius mostly for temperatures, except when I'm in the States, because that's how they read it in the States. Miles is stupid, by the way. Like your units of measurement, feet, yards, miles, that shit's stupid. But Fahrenheit for outdoor, it's too granular. What's the difference between 76 and 77? Who cares? Celsius, 0 is freezing, 30 is hot as shit, right? 40 is hot as shit, right? So it's like, you don't need that granularity when it comes to air temperature, right? So Celsius for air temperatures. Pool temperatures in Fahrenheit though. Everyone I know that has a pool, the thermometer in their pool is in Fahrenheit. And even the ones that have like Celsius and Fahrenheit on the same thermometer, if you ask them what temperature of the pool, oh, it's 86. Everyone uses Fahrenheit for their pool. I'm 5'9", I weigh 180 pounds. I don't know what that is in metric. I don't know. If you want to know how far away something is, it's in hours or time. So it's like, how far away is Toronto? I don't know, 4 hours. How far away is my brother in Ottawa? 9 hours. The joys of random AF measurement systems that we have here. Okay, so put a bearing on the thingy, and then put the thingy on the thingy. Okie dokie, I can do that. And then we put the screws in. I am hungry. I think tonight I'm going to be lazy, and I'm just going to make a barbecue chicken pizza. I'm just going to do barbecue chicken pizza. How is this? Oh, it fits on like that. So that goes on there. And then that goes on there. Clever. Okay, M320s. So I'm going to drill these out. Like metric is easy, especially for kids, because it's like it's fraction, or it's not fractional, right? It's tens. It's 10 millimeters in a centimeter, 100 centimeters in a meter, 1,000 meters in a kilometer. Oh my God, that's so hard. An acre is 100 by 100 meters. With a scale, okay, so it's not perfect, but if you have this, you could figure out weight, because how much is a liter of water? Well, a liter of water is, you make a cube 10 centimeters cubed, so 10 by 10 by 10 cubed. You fill it with, room temperature water at sea level. Yeah, I know, water, different temperatures and densities and whatever. Room temperature water, sea level, 10 centimeter cube. Oh, that's a liter of water. You want to know how much a liter of water weighs? 1 kilogram. Is it the most accurate way of creating these units of measurement? No, they're not based off that anymore. They're all based on like how much a positron wiggles in an hour or something stupid now. But if you are on an island and it's like, hey shit, you got to start over from scratch. You got to figure out a measurement system from scratch. You could figure out, as long as you have a way of figuring out a meter, you could figure out, or a millimeter or a centimeter, you could figure out weights and volumes from there. So metric does have those advantages. Just digging in a bowl of chili. Ooh. Chili's, baby back ribs, barbecue sauce. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back ribs. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back ribs. Chili's, baby back ribs. Probably the second best ad song. Jingle. Jingle? Is that what they're called? Jingles? Nothing competes with J.G. Wentworth, though. I learned the metric system in high school by selling weed. There you go, buddy. I can't stand fractions. I cannot stand fractions. Like, on the bright side, when I worked at the mold shop, all the machines, you know, all the manual machines were in imperial, and like a lot of the tooling and everything we used was imperial, so inches. But you don't use fractions, you use thou. So everything was inches and thou for measurement. So, you know, this is, you know, 1 inch, 773 thou, or something long, right? So you take an inch, divide it into 1,000, that's a thou. So it's a fraction. Yeah, but you use a decimal point. So that's that. Now do the other side. Okay. I have a structured settlement and I need cash now. Call J.G. Wentworth. 877 cash now. Well, actually, it might be a hectare. It might be a hectare is the metric acre, if I remember correctly. I don't really use those units of measurement. I'm not a farmer. The closest farming I've ever gotten is watching Clarkson's farm, so that don't count. But I am not affluent enough to have the currency to purchase land by the acre, put it that way. Is acre 1,000 by 1,000? Oh, I thought it was 100 by 100. Or is that a hectare? I can't remember. I can't remember. I thought 100 by 100 was something too. Glass panels for a printer? Nice. Just be careful you don't break them. They're tempered glass, right? Chunk of the settlement. Oh, I know. I mean, I don't think I can even use J.G. Wentworth in Canada. They're not a Canadian thing. But they do have a nice jingle. The stream is turning into Demolition Man, where we just sing jingles all day. Okay, diff assembly. A lock differential is available and printable with that. The lock differential puts too much stress on the shafts. With this option, it's highly recommended to print all the shafts in nylon. So, should I have a lock diff or a regular diff? Lock diff is like all the wheels spin regardless, right? We don't want that, right? We don't want a locking diff. I can't remember. I mean, it's not like we're doing crazy off-roading. I'm sure I could swap it out at some point if I really want to. I do have all the drive shafts printed in glass-filled nylon, though, so. chunk of the value. Oh, I figure. They're, if they didn't make money off of it, they wouldn't do it. So make sure the shafts move freely together. Okay. Oh, I can't put it in there. I was gonna chuck that in there. I should have printed like a demo shaft so I could drive this whole thing in one go. But yes, it does spin. You could feel like it's a bit like clocky. Like you could feel like when it oh shit, did I forget to put a bearing on? I forgot to put a bearing on this. Shit. Good thing I did that. I forgot a bearing. Oh no! Damn you, J.G. Wentworth. I noticed rattling noise on my 120s when printing at 45 spec. I mean, it could be. Usually rattling is like a harmonics thing. Okay, stop spinning. Go. What time are we at anyways? We're at 4 o'clock, so this is your little reminder. If you are interested in building one of these kits for yourself, LDO is the provider of this kit. They did provide this kit for this build series. You can check them out. Link below to their store page for it. And if you want to grab one of these kits yourself, check out the reseller link for all their official resellers on their store page. So check that out. So shout out to LDO for providing this kit. And if you do want to help support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do, consider liking the smash button, ringing the bell, subscribing to the channel. And if you do want to help support the channel, being a channel member is the best way of doing it. And also, we're giving away a spool of polymaker filament. Link in the video description, so make sure you enter that. Front axle. Okay, I'm assuming this is it. M212 goes through that. M216, M230, M26, M212, M212, M28, M212. This kit takes 900 hours to print. I mean, maybe for you. Actually, I have no idea. I've been printing the kit on like 2 or 3 printers, so. Damien gifted a community membership. Cheers and appreciated. There we go. So I put that through there. Put a bearing on. There's 70 bearings in this kit, if you're wondering. Go. And then we do the same thing with the little front axle. But yeah, everything you see here was printed on Prusa Core 1s, essentially. I do that, do not confuse the shaft with the oh shit. Okay, I think this is right, yeah. Yeah, I think that's right. This is the longer axle of the build. Yeah, because I have other axles, but these are different. Yeah, yeah, that's for the 6x6, yeah. Because these were all printed in one batch. So, yeah. Do a shorter one. I tried to keep the plates kind of separate. So each bag is like a different assembly. Or does that work for hip replacement? I put 1,500 hours on 2 printers. Yep. Like that's how, so the reason I did everything, like I've been using the Core 1s a lot lately, is simply for the fact when I'm producing like a whole whack of things for the same build, there's like no difference between something printed on that Core 1, or the Core 1L. They all print pretty much the same, and I can use the same profile on all the printers. So it makes it kind of easy to keep track of stuff. Okay, so now that goes on there, and that goes on there. Sweet. So I'm gonna try and keep the orientation of this pretty similar. So you face towards me. And then you face upwards from it. Behold, we have a drive shaft. Or an axle or something. Is it an axle? It's an axle. I don't know. Oh, it goes in there. Sweet. Are you this one? Nope. 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 Uh-oh. Which one are you? Is this it? Nope. Is that it? Nope. Nope. Okay, now I gotta play where is the part? Which bag has the part I need? Nope. Yep. Yeah, it lines up. We're good. It lines up. We're good. Kind of wish I had a chisel to help clean off these parts. Just making sure there's like little nubs of support I gotta make sure is gone. Don't want anything rubbing. All right. So it goes that way, that goes up, and that just kind of. There we go. Bit of a bow, but I'm sure once I put the cap on, it'll be fine. So that's that. Front axle, make sure the seated bearings are properly seated, otherwise the top cover won't close properly. So. There we go, now it fits, there we go. There we go. Okay. What the frickety frick is this thing? Okay. Just when you think it won't get more complicated, it gets more complicated. All right, so we got double bearings on this shaft, which connects onto that, which goes all the way through, and it's this one, not that one. Okay. The fact that these fit so nicely onto these bearings is kind of nice, I will say. There we go. Yeah. I don't know why it's a big double bearing. Oh shit, there's supposed to be a space in the middle. Well, hopefully I can pry these apart. How much you want to bet I can't pry these apart when there's supposed to be a space in the middle? Yeah, there's supposed to be a space in the middle. I effed up. Shit. Let's see. Nope, that won't work. Shoot. One second. I goofed. There we go. Okay, so the spacing is one all the way at the back and one just at the front. Okay. So. Okay, that one at the back. And this one. Just at the front. There we go. Okay. There we go. And then we use the one without the sunken. Why does it show that I don't have this? Where is this guy at? I don't know, but I don't need it, so I need this one. Okay. And then we have this cap, right? Yeah, so this goes in to that. Poke myself. Okay, so let's drill these out. And then M225s? M225s, okay. Mechanical spacer. Well, yeah, it'd be like a printed ring or something would be nice. Make it a little easier. Screwing stuff together that spins is fun. Okay. And that goes on this guy. Quit spinning. There we go. Oh, dang it, it's one of those stupid ones. I should have drilled clearance right through. Shite. Oh yeah, this is gonna be heavy. Once you have all the electronics and the batteries in it and everything, it's gonna be heavy. There we go. Okay. Let that cool off for a second. There we go. Okay, so we built that, and then we put this on the back, and this uses M220s. I'm gonna drill this out so I don't have to deal with what I just dealt with again. Huh. Oh, it's that weird thing. Okay. Why are there helicopters flying over my house? Oh, somebody's gone for a swim in the lake. Dolphins. They just sent a text message with a new flavor during the stream. Yep. Is it today that they announced it? Let me double check. Because I gotta check with my rep. Yeah, so if you are into it, Gamersups has a bleach flavor. If you're into bleach, I mean, it's not bleach flavored. It's actually like a strawberry flavor. It's on the way. I have it on the way. But yeah, they got their new flavors out. Why is bleach even called bleach? I'm assuming it has something to do with the cleaning of garments. I don't know. I don't really watch shonen animes. Have an option to do the camper on the bed? Yes, I do believe there is an option for the camper on the 6x6. We're not going to be building the camper simply for the fact that I want to use the bed for something else. I don't know what we're going to put on the bed yet, but let's just say I really like Mad Max Fury Road. So I need to find somebody of very short stature, paint them up with like chalky white paint, and give them a guitar with a flamethrower, and have them ride on the back of this thing. So they could ride Eternal, Shiny, and Chrome. Okay, so we've done that. And then that goes in there. So hopefully I did it all right. Okay, the fact that the screws stick out enough that they're actually actively rubbing is a bit annoying. There we go. Good enough. There we go. So behold, the gears do gear stuff while they gear gearingly. Cool. I do have a kid for that. That is true. Okay, so now we grease the heck out of that. Going through all my retirement grease right now. There's a fly on my desk. Go. And we have a cover for it. Now I gotta find this cover piece. this it? This is it. Maybe I should have been so aggressive with my support settings on this for like the interface layers. Like if going forward, any parts in this, like this print, I did everything on just like generic core ones, right? So no multi-material. I know Steve printed a bunch of his parts on, I don't know if it was a U1 or a Stealth Changer, but he used like PETG supports with PLA and vice versa. And his parts came out clean, whereas I'm over here cleaning out supports still. So if you have the ability to print with a support material, you might want to, just for sanity's sake. Save you a bunch of time on support cleanup and whatnot. There we go. That should be good there. Oh. Okay, that goes on that. M220s. What kind of kilowatt motor are you using? Seems big enough to haul your boy around. It is a 1200, it's a 40 amp 1200 kV motor. Here's the motor that comes with this kit. It should move, I've heard these kits move 60 pounds. You can put 60 pounds of stuff on the back of it and it'll move. So, yeah. Actually, shoot, why don't you want to close? Oh, actually, why don't you want to close? You were closing earlier. It doesn't want to close. Why don't you want to close? Okay, something is preventing this from closing. Oh. Yeah, it's not, I want to close. Does it close without that? Okay, so first things first, figure out which part is causing it to not close. Okay, this whole thing doesn't want to close up well. What are you rubbing on that's not letting you close? There we go. Still doesn't want to close. Ah, my hands are all... Yeah, it comes with a 3S LiPo. Comes with like a 11 volt motor or battery. Why aren't you... Like, let me see here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so everything still spins. Well, except for this wheel. Yeah, okay, it still spins. No, it's the right part. It's the right part. M2.8s. My hands are like all greasy. M220s. Okay, there's way too much friction in here. This is not good. Yeah, the fact that I can barely move this by hand now. It's all gummed up. Something ain't moving freely here. Something ain't moving freely. Something ain't right. Something ain't right here, boy. So where is it rubbing on? Because nothing is like, when this is in by itself, everything moves freely. Okay, so what about the other half? Okay, everything moves freely there. Like nothing is binding. I'm feeling no binding there. I'm pushing down with my thumb and rotating. Nothing is binding. So this half of the assembly is fine. It's this part of the assembly. This is rubbing on here somehow. I think it's not sitting in here right. How much you want to bet it's these damn screws? How much you want to bet it's these damn screws? Watch. I think that was it. The screws were going in all the way and coming out the end and pushing this one bearing ever so slightly this way, which I think, yeah, it prevents it from closing. See, now it closes. I think that's what it was. I think that's what it was. It was the, yeah, that seems to be a lot better now. Yep, we're good now. We're good. That's exactly what that was. So these 4 screws were going in ever so slightly too long, which was causing the bearings to not be able to go to their home position. So they were pinching on the plastic part. Because they were pinching on the plastic part, it wasn't able to close properly. Now, with my little test piece here that I could fit in here to rotate it. Oh, that is so much smoother. Oh, that is so much smoother. Yeah, that is so much smoother. I like how this actually has a proper differential. Yeah. Yeah, that is so much smoother now. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let me clean my hands quickly. All the little bits of plastic on them. Okay, we got 15 minutes left. 15 minutes left. So if you haven't entered for your chance to win some Polymaker filament, link in the video description. Enter for your chance. Do this now, because we will be doing the giveaway at the end of stream. So make sure you enter, because you've got 15 minutes left. And when you're entering, make sure you like the smash button, ring the bell, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and if you do want to help support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do, consider becoming a channel member, Patreon supporter, or if you're really cool, gifting memberships to others. And remember, tomorrow we start the baby belt printer stream. So if you want to watch the baby belt printer get built, you got to be subscribed to the channel to get that notification so you don't miss out. It's going to be happy fun time adventures. So these are just reinforcement screws just to make the part a little bit stronger so it don't fall apart on you. Do that twice. Okay, ooh, we got one of these red ones. So I found out after I printed these parts that these ones are just different colored because they're to prevent you from mixing them up with other ones. And I didn't know that, so I printed them in red PET G. They're inside the gearbox, you don't see them, so it's not a big deal. But when you're going through printing these parts, where are they? Where are they? Yeah, these ones. So I printed them in color group 1, but it's like the color plate is not aesthetical. They'll help you identify the parts because they look similar. So I printed them in the red PET G that I'm going to use for the body, but they didn't need to be red PET G. They could have been whatever. They're just kind of like, oh, use a different color so they're easier to differentiate. So for me, they're just red PET G. So that goes through there, and then that screws into there. So let's drill out some screws. So we're gonna get one started. M330 or M230. Try not to drill into my finger. Okay, probably shouldn't do this with. Build seems well thought out. Yeah, so far this build is going pretty good. There's only been a couple minor, shit, I effed up situations, and most of them have been like, oh, I used the wrong screw, or, you know, user error. Colorful ASA. I've heard good things about Cookie Cad's ASA. Polymaker's ASA is pretty good, although they don't have the same color spectrum. Same with Prusament, good quality ASA, but again, if you're after colors, they don't have all the options you would probably want. Go. You okay, buddy? What's up? Little guy needed a hand with something. He's having a bit of a moment. Okay, so we built this guy now. And now we put this end cap on, which is... Where's this end? Oh, it's in... Well, these guys. I think I burned myself with this. Might have burned myself with a screw. I got like a hot spot on my hand. Pretty sure I burned myself. Be surprised how easy it is to burn yourself with a screw doing this. Okay, M212. Sparta 3 in Canada has a nice selection. Oh yeah, you could also go Sparta 3D. I keep forgetting, you know, like I'm in Canada, so Sparta 3D. Yeah, Sparta 3D has some good ASAs as well for colors. I don't know who their OEM is, but I have used Sparta 3D for some builds in the past, and it's been good. How much you want to bet the next step is do it again? Yep. The thing you just did, do it again. And again, and again, and again. Thoughts Ambrosia? Ambrosia's good too. Like, here's the thing. If it's from a company that you see showing up at Rep Fest and the Voron guys hang out with and whatnot, they're probably good folks. That's usually like, if you want the quick, easy way to figure out if a company is good, if they have a channel on the Voron Discord, odds are they're not effing people around and they have good stuff. That's kind of like, you know, the generic, quick, easy way to figure out. Is it the most scientifically accurate? No. But it works. Thing is, I'm in Canada, so a lot of the time I don't use a lot of, like, I don't get Cookie Cat or Ambrosia or any of that other stuff just because of shipping to Canada a lot of times sucks. So I rely mostly on companies that do mostly international, so like Cement, Polymaker, those folks. What's really going to suck is when I go to stream tomorrow night, I'm going to get grease all over my hands again because I got grease all over my keyboard and my mouse and my Stream Deck. There we go. That goes in there, and unfortunately, this is pretty much where we're going to leave off, I think. So we are on page 117. It's the Master Chef. It's the Master Chef. Sweet. Front portals. What is a front portal? I don't know, but we got to build them. Cool. So that is it for today's build. I am not going to clean this up right now because it's freaking hot. Get all this stupid grease off my hands. Again, kids, don't use ISO to clean your hands. Freedom stream tomorrow. If by freedom stream you mean an absolutely normal Saturday night for me building a baby belt printer, yes, you're free to hang out. You are free to hang out. Okay, I'll give you 1 minute. If you haven't entered for your chance to win some Polymaker filament, link in the video description. Enter for your chance. We're going to be doing the giveaway in 1 minute. So this is your last, oh shit, enter now. So. Ever won the hat? Not yet. It's like a 1 in 300 chance every stream, right? Okay, let's do the giveaway. So how it works is the odds of you winning the hat are pretty low because you basically have to be a 1 in 200-ish person to enter. Depends how many people enter. But basically you need to win a 1 in 200 dice roll twice in a row, okay? But every stream, I pick a random person, and then once I pick the person, they have a 1 in 200 chance of winning. So technically, it's every stream. It's like a 1 in 2 to 1 in 300 chance of winning every stream. Nobody's done it yet, though. We've had some people get close, but not close enough, right? Something Fast and Furious, you know. Whatever. Okay, so we got 192 people enter. Random. 192. Play. So how this works is if you win, you get a free spool of filament from Polymaker. But, oh, did it crash? Okay, we're good. But if I pick your ball and your ball wins, you get a free hat with your spool of filament. So this ball right here, this one, you look lonely. Who are you? TT83. We see that name a lot. Longtime viewer of the channel. Good luck. If you win, you get a free hat. Paw Dog trying to take the shortcut. Did not work. Phelps, I don't think it worked for you either. Exclamation mark zoom zoom makes everyone else go slower. Exclamation mark gullible 20x's your luck. If you like the smash button, ring the bell, and are subscribed to the channel, it automatically doubles your chance of winning, but it also doubles everyone else's chance of winning. And if you subscribe to the channel right now, I'm not going to say what's going to happen, but are you really going to risk it right now? Are you really willing to whisk it for the biscuit? Oh, Racky. Oh, do we have somebody? Oh, we got a snipe. We got a snipe. Gradic print. Gradic print with the snipe. Oh, damn. You got in there pretty early, too. That was a good snipe. Gradic print. Gradic print. Gradic print. Where are you on the list here? Gradic print. Okay. So you will get an email from me after the stream ends with information on how to collect your filament from Polymaker. Everyone, let's get some golf claps in chat for Gradic. Let's get some golf claps in chat for Gradic. So we are, as of right now, for the build, by the way, for those wondering, we're on page 117, which means we are 11.7% done with the build because it's 1,000 pages. Yeah, it's going to be a while. This build is going to be a while. I don't know if this will be done in time to bring to Printopia. It would be cool to have this done in time for Printopia, but I don't know if I will have it done in time for Printopia, because like right now we're doing baby belt in this. The moment the index kit shows up, the index kit's gonna take priority. So this might get knocked down to like 1 build a week kind of thing. And then I'm gone for 2 weeks at the end of July, which means like more like 2.5 to almost 3 weeks, no streaming. Ooh, that's gonna hurt the paycheck. Exciting collab from a DTF Technologies. Oh, I'm totally down to, what the fuck is a DTF? The fuck is this shit? What is a DTF? What is a DTF printer? I don't know. I love when random companies reach out. Like, oh, do you want to review a photovoltaic digital multimeter from Banggood? It's like, not really? No? I don't? Okay. Prize is out. So, we are going to call it there. Productive stream. We got the motor and the gearbox installed in the frame. We've got the front axle assembly built, and it is actually working now. And then we also have whatever these parts are. I'm sure these are important. So the next part of this build series will be Tuesday, because tomorrow night we are starting the baby belt build. So make sure you're subscribed to get the notification for that. We'll be live 8 p.m. For direct to fabric. Oh, it might be direct to fabric. Yeah, good point. So shout out to LDOmotors for providing the kit used for this build series. If you are interested in getting a kit for yourself for the MOG, the Unimog 6x6, LDO has it. Check the link below. You can check out the reseller page if you want to purchase it from a local reseller. There you go. Also, shout out to Polymaker for the spool of filament we give away this stream and every stream. Remember, Polymaker still has their big restock event sale on right now, 35% off filament. So stock up now. Use code Canuck. Use the link below. Save some money. And check out the rest of the links. Affiliate links don't cost anything extra. Go a long way in supporting the channel. Some of them, like Gamer Subs, use code Canuck, save some money. So try it on all the sites. Might work. And then for those that donate to the channel, give to memberships to others, or became members of the channel yourself, I thank you. Would not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create. Without your continued support, you make it all possible. I'm Taylor Canuck Creator. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy your weekend. For the Yanks in the audience, hopefully you have all your fingers for stream tomorrow night. And have fun. Be safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't drink and drive. And I will see you in the future. Good night.